results. But there is a procedure given in the Vedas. Karma Kanda. That is the first level. Level 1 we discussed. Then second level Krishna says Sukhe Dukke Same Kritva Labha Labha Jaya Jaya. Work as a duty. Now Krishna is taking the discussion in more deeper. He is convincing, trying to convince Arjuna, hey Arjun, work in knowledge. So this is our section today. 39, shloka number 39. I will read the shloka, you can read the translation. Yesha te bihita sankhye buddhir yogo tu imam shrinu buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandhan prahasyasi. Yeah, please read the translation, someone quickly. Yes, translation please. Yesha te bihita sankhye buddhir yoge tu imam shrunu buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasyasi. If nobody is reading, I suggest Mriganka to read.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I read?
Yeah, please.
Thus far I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in the terms of working with a shooting results. O son of
Prita.
Partha, when you act
Prita.
in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works.
Yes. Yes. So I will discuss after that. Let's read all the shlokas, 53. Then I will discuss, explain the each and each shloka. Neha Bikrama Nashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Salpamapi yasya dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bayat. Yeah, quickly translation. You want me to wait?
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear.
Yes. 41. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana bahushakahi anantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Translation.
I will read again.
Read.
Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are resolute in many branches.
Yes. 42 and 43. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipaschitah vedavada rata partha nanyat astiti vadina कामात्मना स्वर्गपरा जन्म कर्मा फलप्रदाम क्रिया विशेष बहुलाम भोगैश्वर्या गतिम प्रति. Translation.
Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets. Resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this.
Yeah, they say that. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam taya aparhata chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir samadhav na vidiyate. Yeah, translation.
In the mind of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opinions, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place.
Does not take place. Na vidiyate. Okay, next. 45. Traigunya vishaya veda naistraigunyo bhavarjuna nirdvandva moha nirdvandvo nitya sattvasto niryoga kshema atmavan. Translation. Others?
The Vedas read.
Everybody try to read it. Read the translations. Yeah.
The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of the material O Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes.
Yes.
Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety and be established in the self.
Yes. 46. Yavan artha udapane sarvata sampluto duke tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. Yes, translation.
All the purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them.
Yes, 47. Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbur ma te sangosta karmani. Yeah, translation. Yes, translation please.
Prabhu, shall I read Prabhu this one?
Yeah, please read. Go ahead. Continuous.
Read it fastly. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities and never be attached to not doing your duty.
Yes, very interesting, very important. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tektva dhananjaya siddhi asiddho samo bhutva samatvam yoga muchyate. Translation, quickly.
Perform your duty.
Yes.
Yeah, you read Pranav. Perform your duty equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga.
Yes, samatvam yoga muchyate. Durena hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam anvicha kripana phalahetawa. Translation.
O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities
Far distant. Far distant.
O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers.
Misers, yes. 50. Buddhi yukto jahatiha yu ube sukrita duskrute tasmad yogaya ijjasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. Yeah, please.
A man engaged in devotional service rates himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work.
Yes, yoga karmasu kaushalam. Karmajam buddhi yuktahi phalam tektva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchanti anamayam. Translation.
By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work in the entire material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead.
Jai Ho. 52. Yada te moha kalilam buddhir vetitarishati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha.
When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of delusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard.
Very nice. The last shloka of this section. Shrutai viprati yada stasyasi nischala samadau achala buddhis tada yogam avapsasi.
I will read. When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas, when it remains fixed in the trance of self-realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness.
Yes, divine consciousness. Then Arjuna starts asking question. So this is the one section. No? So now I am explaining you all the shlokas 39 to 53. So here carefully I am explaining for all of you this section each every shloka. Tomorrow onwards, day after tomorrow onwards, we'll go into more deep of each shloka sections like that. But this is one of the important section. Krishna is encouraging Arjuna to fight, to work in knowledge. What is this knowledge? That knowledge he has given already previously. He has given this Atma Tattva. Hey, you are not the body, you are spirit soul. This is the knowledge. Yesha. Yesha te bihita sankhe. 39 shloka. Up to now, I have explained you the Sankhya knowledge. Sankhya means what you are not, what you are. I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. We count elements. In Sankhya means we count. Panchabhutas. This world is made up of Panchabhutas. Panch. 5. Then our body is made up of Panchabhutas. Panch. We have a mind, we have an intelligence, we have a false ego. But we are more deeper, more transcendental to all this. Mind, intelligence, ego, the body. That is spirit soul. The 3 modes. We are transcendental to 3 modes. So we count. Sankhya Yoga means counting. Up to now, O Arjuna, I have explained you the knowledge. Yeshate bihita sankhye. I have given you that knowledge in just a theoretical knowledge I have given you. Yes. Oh Arjuna, I have explained you analytical knowledge up to now. It's a theoretical knowledge I have given you. Now, buddhir yogo to imam shunu. Now I am going to explain a practical practice of such knowledge. Buddhir yoga to imam shunu. Now you should hear carefully. Hear. Now listen. Shunu means hear me. Buddhya yukto yaya partha. After achieving that knowledge, when you engaged in that knowledge, yukta. Yes, we have yukta here. Do we have? Did she came? No. We have one student called Yukta. She is not there. Okay. So, when we engage, when we work with the knowledge, then that is karma bandham prahasyasi. We will get released from all the karma bandhana. First of all, let us see why Krishna is explaining Buddhi Yoga. Because even though I say work in duty, work just as a duty, we are not ready to do it. We need some motivation. We need some motivation. That motivation should be knowledge. The knowledge becomes a platform where we work without expecting any results. That's why Krishna is explaining that Buddhi Yoga, the knowledge, work in knowledge. Then Krishna glorifies this work. Neha Vikrama Nashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpamapiyasya dharmasya trayato mahato bayat. If somebody works on the spiritual platform, considering I am not the body, I am spirit soul, that is called Neha Vikrama Nashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpam apiyasya dharmasya. That is really dharma. Working on the spiritual platform is actually dharma. When we work on the spiritual platform, even little bit endeavor on spiritual platform can save us from the dangerous problems of the life. Trayato mahato bayat. Big troubles it can get released from us. Vyavasayatmika buddhir eke ha kurunandana. Hey Kurunandan, hey Arjun, for one pointedly you focus on the spiritual platform. Yes. Vyavasayatmika buddhir eke ha kurunandana. Bahushakahi anantascha buddhayo vyavasayam. Once we are fixed with this knowledge, we should be fixed with that knowledge that I am not the body, I am spirit soul. When we fix with that knowledge and act according to that, then our life will be glorious. Otherwise, we will be having a multi-diversions. Oh, I want this, I want that, I need this. Bahushakahi anantascha buddhayo avyavasayinam. Buddhi gets spoiled. That's why Krishna, he condemns karma kanda. He condemns karma kanda. Means working for results, he doesn't encourage here. Even though initially he encouraged Arjuna, at least work for results. Swarga you will get, or else you will get the world to rule. But here in these shlokas, Krishna is telling, no, at least don't work for karma, results. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipaschitaha veda vada rata partha. In the Vedic literatures, there is so much karma kanda is given. There is so much karma kanda is given. You want something results, you want some desires, work for this, follow this. You want to eat meat, okay, offer to Mother Kali and eat. You want to do some prostitution, okay, go to Vaishya's house, prostitute house. So there are many, systems were given in the Vedic literature. But Krishna says, Yam imam pushpitam vacham. Don't get attracted to these flowery words. Yes. Even in the Sanskrit, this is a word. Generally in English, we don't speak flowery words. Flowery words. Even it is actually Sanskrit. It's Krishna says, Yam imam pushpitam vacham. It is just flowery words of the Vedas. Don't get attracted to the flowers. All these flowers. Nanyat astiti vadina. Some foolish people, they say, oh, you should do this vrata, you should do that vrata, you should do thoda til dalna chahiye Shanidev ko. You know, they say so many things in the Vedas. Kamatmana swargapara janma karma falat pradam. So they work for all fulfilling their desires. At the maximum they go to swarga. Yes. But still they are bounded by karma. Janma karma phala prada kriya vishesha bahulam bhogashwarya gatim prati. So they are completely attracted to the bhoga and aishwarya. Bhoga and aishwarya. Enjoying and opulences. Opulences, aishwarya means I want having a big facilities. Bhoga means enjoying. So whoever follows this karma kanda section of the Vedas, whoever working for the results according to Vedas, they just get stuck up. Maximum they get swarga, but they get attached to their opulences, their enjoyment. But Krishna says, Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Aparata Chetasam. When we try to enjoy, when we try to become enjoyers, when we are trying to enjoy our facilities, then our Chetana, Taya Aparata Chetana, our Chetana will get stolen. Our common sense also will go away. Even common sense will go away. Taya Aparata Chetasam. Vyavasayatmika buddhir. That's why, hey Arjun, Vyavasayatmika buddhir samadhav na vidiyate. Don't go here and there. Just focus on that spiritual knowledge which I have given previously. Traigunya vishaya veda nistraigunyo bhavarjuna nirdvando nitya sattvasto niryoga kshema atmavan. People in this world, they are always constantly, they are eagerly waiting. I want this, I want that, I want this. Or, oh, I have this, where it will go away. They have fear of losing, they have a desire of gaining. But Krishna says, work with that spiritual knowledge. Don't get attracted by flowery words of the Vedas, Karma Kanda. Work in knowledge. In that way, Traigunya Vishaya Veda, you just rise above all the three gunas which are mentioned in the Vedic literatures. Just rise above all the three gunas. After rising out, Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna, Nirdvando, rise above all this duality of this world. Nitya Sattvasto, establish yourself on mode of goodness, Shuddha Sattva. At least in goodness, mostly it is Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva, Nitya Sattvasto, Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. Don't hanker for something, bodily platform. Don't be fearful of losing something. So Krishna, he gives one medium conclusion, middle conclusion in this shloka, 46th shloka. He says, Yavan arte udapane sarvata sampluto duke tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. So one should approach a spiritual master. One should approach a brahmana for fulfilling, for gaining such knowledge, working in devotion. One should approach a brahmana. Such brahmana will help us, teach us what to be done, what not to be done, how to work in our life. See, just like for fulfilling all the needs of water, one goes to a water body in the village. Yavan artha udapane sarvata sampludoduke. Then Krishna says, Kanmanye vadikaraste. He again condemning the working for results. Karmakanda, he is condemning it. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbur ma te sangosta kormani. Very interesting shloka. We will discuss more deeper into this section. You have just right to do your duty. You don't have any right over your results. Don't think of results. Don't think of your results. Just you have to do your duty. You have to do your, you have to work on spiritual platform, on the spirit soul platform. Yes. But just because you are not getting the results doesn't mean that you stop working. No. Just because somebody says, no, I am not going to give a salary, it doesn't mean that you stop your working. You should keep continuing job. We should keep continuing our working on spiritual platform. Yes. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tektva dhananjaya. So in that way you establish it's yourself in yogastha, in connection with the spirit soul. You should work on the platform of spirit soul. Sangam tektva dhananjaya. Hey Dhananjay, hey Arjun, give up all other attachments. Siddhi asiddho samo bhutva. Whether you become perfect or not perfect, don't consider all that. Samo bhutva. Samatvam yoga muchyate. Such activities are known as yoga. Knowledge, working in knowledge is known as yoga. Durena hi avaram karma. With that working in knowledge, we should keep all the sinful activities aside. Durena hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam anvicha kripana falahetava. So just by trying to give up the bad habits, just trying to give up the sinful activities, it will not work. We have to work on the spiritual platform. That will help us to keep all these bad activities aside. So we should keep all the bad habits, durena avaram karma, bad activities, abominable activities aside by working on spiritual platform. Buddhi yoga dhananjaya. Yes. We should not become a miserly person, getting attracted to the attachment results of the work. Buddhi yukto jahatiha. We should work on the buddhi platform. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ube sukruta duskrute. Whether you are sukrita or duskrita, never consider all this. Just work on buddhi yukta. With the knowledge, you work. Tasmad yogaya ijjasva. In that way, if you work, yoga karma sukaushalam. That is the art of work. Yes, smart work. That is a smart work. Working on the knowledge on the spiritual platform is called smart work. Karmajam buddhi yuktahi. Now Krishna is glorifying this work. What happens? What are the benefits of when we work on knowledge? Karmajam buddhi yuktahi phalam tektva manishinaha. When we work such in that way, janma bandha vinirmukta. We get released from all this karma bandhana. I mean, janma bandha vinirmukta padam gachanti anamayam. We can reach back home, back to Godhead. Vaikunta prapti. Yada te moha kalilam buddhir vetitarishati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya srutasya cha. So from the Vedic literatures, whatever we heard, we become indifferent to all that. When our buddhi is fixed enough, then other things will not disturb us. Yes, when we are fixed in the intelligence, in the spiritual knowledge, other things will not disturb us. That is the meaning of this shloka. Then last shloka of this section. Shruti vipratipanna yada stasasi nischala samadau achala buddhis tada yogam avapsasi. So then we can enter into samadhi. Working in knowledge is actually samadhi. We will discuss when the shloka comes. The definition of samadhi is working completely in spiritual knowledge. Completely 24/7 occupied with the spiritual activities. That is called samadhi. We will discuss one by one ahead. So in this section up to now, anybody has any questions, comments, devotees? Anybody has any questions, comments? What we discussed just now in this section, Buddhi Yoga section. More deeper we will discuss slowly. Yes? Any questions? Yes, Banusri.
Prabhu, your knowledge is from it is like spiritual knowledge or material knowledge or both it comes. What is particularly knowledge here?
It is particularly here knowledge means Sankhya Yoga. Yeshyate Bihita Sankhya, Krishna said, right? So previously I have explained to you, Arjuna, Atma Tattva. You are not the body, you are spirit soul. That knowledge. And more, the definition of knowledge also we have discussed. The definition of knowledge, anybody knows? What is the definition of knowledge? Remembered? What is exactly knowledge?
Having knowledge on matter,
Yes.
spirit and controller of both.
Yes, very good. That is the definition of knowledge. So that is the meaning of knowledge. In that knowledge, we should work. Got it?
Yes, Prabhu. And like moreover, when we read Bhagavad Gita, just people read Bhagavad Gita for some motivation time, mainly the second chapter, Prabhu, because when
Yes.
they are in troubles, and my friends also will read this at times, and they think working knowledge means particularly they when in their problems they think working knowledge like we have to do the particular work based on the topic, like when we don't know the work, for suppose
Yeah, I
thinking
understood.
medical things,
I understood. I
surgery,
understood.
Prabhu. We don't know to do surgery, but we have to know the knowledge how to do surgery. So they think they connect things like that. Can we
Yeah.
think like that, Prabhu?
Yeah. See, Buddhi Yoga means we should know what is Buddhi first. Then we can work. The Buddhi means we are not the doers. We will discuss more deeper. We are not the doers. We are just endeavors. We are doing just endeavors. But it is ultimately the Prakriti, the matter, and the controller of both. They have to they are involved in the activities. So when we start working, when we understand what is Buddhi, then we can work on Buddhi Yoga. First of all, people, they just have a off, not even off part, 25% of Buddhi. Not even 25%, very little Buddhi they have. That is also figuring out with things in the material world. You gave an example of surgery. So Buddhi Yoga doesn't mean that you should just have a awareness about how to do surgery. Of course, that is also there, the part of Buddhi. But we should understand we are just doing our endeavors. And it is karma of that candidate, the patient. And it is sanctioned by Paramatma, controller of both. So we have to have a clear understanding of all these three things. That is really Buddhi. That's why we should work, not expect results. Because it depends on many factors. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Understood, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much, devotees. Yes, Pranavi. Last. We'll take last question.
Prabhuji. I mean, working knowledge means we are not the body, we are soul. In that way, it is related to Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, or else it is something beyond that, Prabhuji.
No. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi means fixing with oneself with the Buddhi. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi means carefully, very, very diligently, very carefully. That is Vyavasayatmika. The meaning Prabhupada gives for Vyavasayatmika, we should see. We'll discuss one by one shloka. Vyavasayatmika means very, very carefully, fixed in that knowledge, Buddhi. The Buddhi means I gave, right? The definition of Buddhi, knowledge. We are not the body, we are spirit, soul. Of course, there is a body also, Prakriti, where we are interacting. And there is a Paramatma also. Just in the beginning, I was discussing with Sai Kiran Prabhu that, sometimes we understand nothing is in our hands. It is Krishna who is doing everything. But that is required, that requires knowledge. It is Krishna is the one who is doing everything. We are just puppets. But to understand this fact, one needs a knowledge. One has to come to that knowledge. Okay? Thank you. Pranav, you got it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, devotees. We'll end here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.